Hey there, political junkies and casual observers alike. Welcome to the Unfiltered Rundown, where we break down the wildest stories in politics. You're watching Famous Flicks, and boy, do we have a doozy for you today. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to dive into a story that's so outrageous, it makes House of Cards look like a kid's show. Donald Trump, the man who never ceases to amaze, has just pulled off the comeback of the century. From assassination attempt to convention crusher in just 7 days. Let's break it down. Picture this, it's a sunny day in Pennsylvania. Trump's at one of his signature rallies, the crowd's cheering, MAGA hats as far as the eye can see. Then, in a split second, everything changes. Gunshots ring out, chaos erupts, and our 78-year-old former president takes a bullet to the ear. Tad to the ear. Now, you might think that'd be enough to slow a guy down, right? Wrong? This is Donald Trump we're talking about. Not only did he survive, but he's crediting his narrow escape to an immigration chart. That's right, folks. Trump claims that turning to look at this chart saved his life. Talk about a plot twist. Fast forward 1 week, and Trump's not just back on his feet, he's cracking jokes about his combover at the Republican National Convention. As British TV host Piers Morgan put it, this is extraordinarily ballsy. I mean, most of us need a week off after a paper cut. But Trump? He's out there giving 90-minute speeches with a bandage on his ear. But it's not all fun and games. During his convention speech, Trump dropped a bombshell warning about World War III. He painted a grim picture of our planet as a planet of war with conflicts raging from Europe to the Middle East and Asia. It's like he's auditioning for a role in the next apocalyptic blockbuster. Of course, in true Trump fashion, he positioned himself as the solution to all these problems. His claim? I don't have wars. I can stop wars with a telephone call. Now that's what I call confidence. Can you imagine the phone bill for those calls? But wait, there's more. Trump also issued an ultimatum about American hostages held by Hamas. His message was clear: they better be back before I assume office, or you will be paying a very big price. It's like he's channeling Liam Neeson in Taken, but on a global scale. Now let's talk about that immigration chart again. Trump's still singing its praises, telling the convention crowd, without that chart, I would not be here today, move over, lucky rabbit's foot, we've got a new good luck charm in town. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing miniature versions of this chart being sold as campaign merchandise. But here's where it gets really interesting. Despite the gravity of the assassination attempt and his warnings about global conflicts, Trump managed to keep the mood light. He quipped, "What the hell did I do for democracy? Last week I took a bullet for democracy. I don't care what side of the political fence you're on, that's a zinger." So, what does all this mean for the upcoming election? Well, if Trump's performance at the convention is anything to go by, we're in for one heck of a ride. He's turning assassination attempts into punchlines, world conflicts into campaign promises, and immigration charts into life-saving devices. It's like a political circus, and Trump is the ringmaster. Love him or hate him, you've got to admit Trump knows how to put on a show. He's like a political phoenix, rising from the ashes of an assassination attempt with his hair perfectly coiffed and his one-liners locked and loaded. It's a level of resilience that would make a superhero jealous. As we head into the final stretch of this election season, one thing's for sure, it's going to be anything but boring. Will Trump's brush with death boost his poll numbers? Will his World War III warnings resonate with voters? And most importantly, will that immigration chart become the must-have accessory of the 2024 campaign? These are the questions that will keep political pundits up at night and give late-night comedians enough material to last until the next election. But regardless of where you stand politically, you've got to appreciate the sheer drama of it all. It's like we're living in a political thriller that's being written in real time. So as we watch this unfold, remember to keep your sense of humor intact and your critical thinking skills sharp. Because in the world of politics, truth is often stranger than fiction, and sometimes it's bulletproof. Stay tuned, folks, because this political rollercoaster is far from over. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all the latest twists and turns in this real-life drama. Until next time, this is Famous Flicks, reminding you to keep your eyes on the headlines and your finger on the pulse of democracy. Because in politics, the only thing more unpredictable than the news is what comes next.